What is going on, guys? This is OJ Light, and welcome to Late Night with Light. Um, I have some things we are going to be talking about tonight. Hi, guys. So, let's do a kind of brief review of what we kind of covered. Well, let me make sure the sound's working. Sometimes I don't have the best sound. Yes. Okay, cool. Cool. What's going on, guys? Alright, so. Okay. Alright, let's get in it. So the review. Um, Last two episodes, we've talked about a couple things, and the things we covered were basically these two concepts. We touched on the concept of preeminence, and we touched on me getting a new bathmate. Preeminence, guys, is you trying to acquire a quality of superiority. Okay, that's what you're trying to do. And I think working out, I think people who work out have a quality of superiority to those who do not. I think it's just the stronger, healthier, more focused. Um, that's where I'm at on that. So, the second thing we talked about is my new bathmate. We went into the whole routine yesterday on that. So if you want to check on that episode, go ahead. I'll probably be doing more episodes on that. But tonight's subject is we are talking about the chest press. Okay. So let's just kind of go into the chest press. Stock goals. So what I would like to do, what I'm trying to get you guys is these are my chest pressing goals. Okay, let me kind of get into it. I'd like to be able to one day do a 315 flat chest press. Okay. My current goal, however, is to be able to do an 8 to 12 rep range at 225. Okay, so 8 to 12 reps at 225. That's what I'm going for right now. I am currently at 145, which I've been stuck at for a while. So we got 80 pounds to go. And then eventually, once I hit that, my next tier goal will be to do that with the incline. Okay. So eventually, what I'm trying to get to is 8. I'm gonna say my master goals. Like this is where it's ending. Master goal is 8 to 12 at 225 for incline chest press, and then a 315 flat max. Okay. If I hit that's it for the chest. I'm not trying to push any further. Okay, that's what's driving me. I'm trying to get to the 1,000-pound club, and that's I think the chest press will actually be the second exercise that I hit my goal on. I think I'm gonna hit deadlift first, then I'm gonna hit chest press, and then I'm gonna hit squat. Okay, those are gonna be the three. That's going to be in that order, I believe. Okay, that's, at least that's based on how the weights have been going up recently. So, let's kind of go into it. So, the last 4 cycles, I have a 12-day workout cycle. Okay, and I have been struggling getting my chest press above 145. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of go over the weights. Put them down. Actually, let me back up. I got a great story. Before we get into this. Because I got the measurements right here. I got a great story. I was in the gym today, okay, and I have, where's my other notebook? This is not my weight lift book. This is my weight. This is the book I keep my weights logged in. At the gym this morning, and somebody was like, "Oh, what do you write down?" Because they see me in the day, every day, bringing that book, and I'm like, "It's my weight," so I keep track of it. And I'm gonna guess something. I can't prove this. Can't prove this, but this is my guess. I'm gonna say 80% of people don't track at all. I'm gonna say 80. I know a few people that don't track. That told me they don't track, but I'm gonna guess 80% of people don't track at all. Okay, 80%. And then I'm gonna guess that of the 20% of people that track, 16% use a phone app, and only maybe 4% actually uses the 4 to 5% only uses a notebook like I do. Okay, I'm gonna guess that because I don't see anyone using a notebook. I see some people using the apps. I don't like apps because I just want to write shit down. I don't want to pull it up. I don't want to get my phone out. I just want to write it down and move on. Okay, and I don't really care how you track. I just think tracking is it's an important skill. It's actually when I joined the gym. I think it was 20, somewhere 18 to 20. I don't even remember what age I started going. I got some lessons. Okay, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, so I was like, I'm gonna go take some lessons, weightlifting lessons. And the guy, I remember this. I can't even remember his name, to be honest. He's probably on his way to 50 now. He told me, and I always, this was like the first thing he taught me. You got to track your weights. He's like, you got to track your weights. He's like, that is like that was like the first, like we sat down and literally our first like hour long class was him just explaining, you got to track the weights. So it stuck with me, and since then I have always tracked the weights. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, I must have been 21. I had to be 21 because he was also a bouncer at a nightclub, and he got me in for free. So I was definitely 21. Definitely 21. So, anyways, sorry for that side story, but that's... So, anyways, the last 4 cycles, I have been struggling with the weight. So, the first set is always a warm-up for me, guys. My first set's always a warm-up. So, at 55 pounds, okay, that's 55 pounds, 10 reps, and then we go to the 145. That's the heavy rep. So it's warm up, heavy set, and then like something that's in between them. So first set's 55 pounds, and I do 10 reps. Okay, this is week 1 of me at this weight, and then the 145, I do 9. Okay, which actually kind of shocked me because for the last few weight upgrades, I've been pretty close to getting to like 11 when I add up. Like it never really lowered that weight. When I added weight, it never really lowered it down below a 10. But so 145, I did 9 reps. And then at 105, I did 13. Okay, first week. Okay, and then the next week 55, and at 55 times 10. Okay, warm up set. Then 145, and I did 11 reps. So I'm like, oh, all right, I made 2 reps, right? So let me explain how the reps go. So I have this general rule. If I hit on my heavy weight 14 reps or more, it's an automatic 5 pounds. Okay. If I have 2 weeks in a row, I'm either at 12 or 13, somewhere in that range. I'm at 12 to 13 range. Add 5 pounds. So that's how I know it's time. So I'm at 145 times 11 reps. I'm like, all right, next week I'm going to hit 12, 13, 14, maybe even 14. And I'll be bumping up soon enough, right? And then 105, 13 reps, right? And I don't usually bump my last range unless I bump the middle. But so week three, we go 55 times 12, right? We're bumping up the reps on the warm-up set. And then I go do 145, and I actually can't. I get to 10. I can't get past 11. I can't get back to 11. Though at the 104, I did a 14, so I was able to gain a rep there, and I was just like, fuck, man. I was like, shit. I'm not progressing. I felt like stuck, right? So this week I was like, I must hit 12 or 12 or 13 reps. I must. So 55 times 12, okay, and then I did 145 times 13. Okay, my goal was 12. And I'm gonna be honest, that last rep was ugly. That last rep was ugly this morning. Got that, and then 105 times 14. Okay, so the second set, or the not the I guess you call it the warm down set. That's how I like to warm up, heavy warm down set. The warm down set I've been pretty consistently knocking it out, right? So next week, next time I do flat chest press, it's gonna be 55 for the warm up set. I'm gonna keep that the same. 145 for the heavy set, but the warm down set, I'm gonna make it 110. I'm gonna make it 110 just to keep trying to bump that strength up, right? Okay, because it's obviously easy for me to do, and hopefully I do another 12 to 13 or even 14 reps with the 145, and I'm able to bump that up then to 150. Okay, we're gonna keep taking out 5 pounds at a time. So we did good this morning with the chest press. I feel like I hit my goal. So that brings me to the second thing that occurs. I don't know if you guys have this, but everyone's got a favorite exercise in the gym, and mine is the overhead tricep extension with a dumbbell like this. This is the movement. You know what I mean? And right now, guys, so the heaviest I'll ever be able to do with this is 100 pounds, because that's the heaviest dumbbell. And next week, or next time I get to this exercise, will be doing it at 80. Okay, and I've been knocking them out pretty. The strength gains have been pretty. Pretty consistent. It's been pretty consistent. I've been week after week, or not, maybe not week after week, but every other week I've been bumping the weight up. It's been very consistent, very consistent. And I actually can see this being the first exercise I max out. I see this. Actually, I'm thinking like this might be my first, not weight goal, but strength goal. This might be my first strength goal I actually go for. Just because it's very close to being maxed out. I'm very close to maxing this out. And I think I'm gonna hit it. I think I'm gonna hit it. So that is that's it. The last thing, guys, I want to touch on is actually improving on my chest press. Let me go back to that. There's a hack, or tactic, or whatever strategy I learned. If you want to get good at something, read, watch, whatever. Read or watch 3 videos or books on the subject, right? And that, in terms of knowledge, will get you to the top 20% on that subject. And then if you apply that said knowledge week after week after week, you will become the top 4% doing that activity. Okay, so step 1 is you watch or read 3 books, 3 articles, 3 videos on that subject, and they should be an in-depth video, right? I actually have a few videos bookmarked. I gotta get to one's like a 40-minute thing on the chest press, right? So I'm talking like real videos on this. And then once you get through all three and you take notes and you really read it, you'll know more about that exercise than 80% of people. And then if you apply that set knowledge, you'll get to the 4% mark of actually doing it, right? So I've actually been doing that with deadlifts, because I think the deadlift, like I said, is going to be the first exercise. I get to the 104. I'm going for a 8 to 12 rep range at 405 with the deadlift. That's my goal. Okay, I want a working set range at 405 with the deadlift. What am I even at? I think it's like 200. I think it's 200. So I'm like halfway there. I'm halfway there. I probably could do more weight, but I've been just very slowly progressing. I don't want to get injured. I don't want to ego lift. I've just been like, all right, I can do this. Now I'm gonna add 5 more pounds. And I only ever add 5 more pounds at a time, guys. I do not try to add 10, 20 pounds at a time. It's just 5 pounds. Just 5 pounds at a time. It's literally, I have the two weights, a 2.5 and a 2.5, and I throw them on. So literally 5 pounds at every exercise, just bit by bit by bit. And that's the goal. That's the dream, the hope, the thing that I am aiming for, guys. So it is Friday night, so this is gonna be a short episode. But I just want to go over that tonight and tomorrow. Tomorrow we will do another episode. Yes. So I will see you then. Have a good night, and I will talk to you later.